Tell me what the hell are you scared of when in the end
Where's the love? Right here on this podcast. Welcome to Love Drops, where your hosts and One Love ambassadors, Charles and Diane, will share love, hope, and inspirational topics taken from their journey and world events. We will also include on-location recordings and special pop-up guests from cool places all around the world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
whether big or small, love never fails. Oh, love it conquers all. Love never fails.
Welcome to this bonus episode of the Love Drop podcast. We are bringing back a repeated guest and just longtime supporter, just someone that we are truly doing life with, sharing love with. I am so excited that we're dropping this bonus episode on the date of her debut album, long awaited debut album. So without further ado, let me just introduce you to our guest. Today we have LP7. She is a spirited violinist, singer, songwriter, and music producer. As a creator of experimental soul, combining indie, soul, and electronic music, she fuses expressive string melodies, passionate vocals, and magnetic rhythms. LP7's debut album, Freestyle and Frolics, features all these elements in a playful, expansive, and affirming fashion. From improvised lyrics and violin to the powerful messages of love and surrender, the sounds are sure to both stir and ground you. Without further ado, I bring LP7 to the mic, and we're going to talk on the topic of her debut album. And we're also going to speak on surrendering to alignment. LP7, you have the mic.
Diane, thank you so much for having me once again. It's always an honor, always a privilege to be here. I'm very, very excited, ecstatic to share this debut album. Like Diane, like you said, long awaited. It is a 7-song album full of freestyle, full of messages, playfulness, just really showing more of myself, I would say, and more of my spirit as well. So I'm very thrilled. I chose to drop this album actually when I was sick earlier this month, and I was really having a hard time, and it just came to me that, when you get slowed down, you have the opportunity to see some things differently. And I took that opportunity and I decided, it's time for me to stop making excuses why I'm not putting more music out. It's time for me to truly surrender. And I know I'm in alignment at this moment, and I'm going to go ahead and release this music. So I've been working on it ever since. And February 10th, today's the day.
Awesome. Speaking of alignment, right? From the first time that I saw that you were coming to the Pauline T Bar back in 2020, I was excited. Speaking of alignment, Charles and I pulled up at the exact moment that you and your friends pulled up. You excitedly got out of the car. I mean, it was just such a joyful, playful spirit of excitement, as if this was your first time, only to find out you had been doing the thing for a while and was phenomenal at it. But you still had that joyfulness to your whole energy and vibe. It was just like love at first vibe between us. And I say that, but it's true. And from that time, we have supported each other in all of our endeavors and just really have done life together. You know, Charles and I are just truly, truly big fans of LP7. I mean, we love you. And so, with all of that said, let's talk about the album. Let's talk about the songs, the inspiration. Me as a new listener, why would I want to check this album out?
Sure, that's a great question. So I would say an LP7 experience, including this debut album, is going to give you something to move to and something to consider. So, Diane, like you were saying, I bring a lot of passion and energy to my music because music is truly my first love. And so that energy has existed since I've been able to connect with music, which was at a very young age. So I feel very passionate about what I do. I don't look at making music as a hobby or a job. I look at it as a part of who I am and my purpose here. So it's going to be passion. If you're looking to feel something, I would just say check the album out. If you want to feel something, if you want to see someone who really freestyles, and is not like secretly writing things down and calling it a freestyle, check the album out because 4 of the 7 songs are completely freestyled. So it's an experience, I think, to be able to hear that these days in a world where so many things are manufactured. People are kind of given what to say and how to do it. And it can be cookie cutter in some ways. And I think there's room and space for that. And I think that those songs can be great. But if you're looking for something a little different, something a little off the cuff, I think you should check out the album.
Yes, I do too. So, what about the songs? How did you come about these song assignments and, in particular, alignment? I love the way that you broke that down. Where did that come from?
Yeah, so actually, I remember going into my studio space, and what happens for me is I'll just feel called to my studio space, just called to create, and I don't know what is going to come through me. So it was one of those days, went in, and I would think I was starting to make the beat for alignment. And that song is written. So, I sat down and I was just kind of flowing with it. And as I was doing the hook, were you in alignment, alignment, alignment? Something just hit me within that time and I was like, a line mint. And like part of the first verse is I'm an artist, I'm not starving, I'm content. Got a tent in the forest, pulling out my instrument and some mint, like the mint, mint. And then I think things just started to come together and I was like, oh wait, alignment. Oh, that's super cool. And so I just went with it. Just went with it.
Oh, wow. I love that. I love that. I love your creative flow. I love how you allow it to come through. Like there are times when you are kind of guiding the flow, and that's like when you sit down and write it, right? You always allow it to download. So sometimes it downloads and you write it down. But then sometimes it downloads right in the moment. So you don't even write it down, you just bring it out. And yeah, that's the flow, right? And that is like so you, so authentic. Your music is music that you can put on and close your eyes and you can feel it in every being of your essence, right? I'm abundant, that is me. And it's just like I'm like, okay, yep, I'm riding that abundance frequency. And sometimes, in that creativity is like, it's a new wave, new wave. Hey. And it's just like it's that kind of music that just gets into you, it sticks in you, it lifts you up, it makes you want to move. It's just like you can't just sit and listen to. You're gonna move your head, you're gonna thump your feet, you're gonna sway, but you're not gonna be still because there is a flow in the melodies. There's a flow in you, right? So yeah, tell us about the other songs. Tell us some more.
Sure. Well, to go back to your first question about how did I select the songs, I think just what you said, I allowed what excited me to come out. So if a song that I had already finished or was close to finishing, if it excited me and if it felt like it had that energy in it, that's what made the cut. And also if it felt like they all came together as a project, thinking of, okay, oh wow, this flows nicely into this. And each song has its own little flair. So they're not the same. There's one song on there that I told my parents, I'm like, you're probably not my audience on this song. So I feel like different people, different groups can grab things out of it. I feel like there's something on here for quite a vast group of individuals. And I'm pretty excited about that as well. So going on, I would say the excitement of listening. And if I felt something when I heard it, if I got myself excited, then I'm like, this is going to be what I feel good to put out. I'm learning that that's really important for me as an artist. When something comes through me, I need to be excited first and then share it with the world. And that's what I'm really proud to say, that I'm really happy about and excited about every song. And I find myself, as I've been preparing for this drop, every day I find myself singing a different song or rapping a different song that's on the album. And that's really exciting for me.
I love that. I so love that. And what resonated as you were speaking is you're pouring from an overflowing cup. That's an example from pouring from an overflowing cup. When you get that joy where you like, hey, hey, and like it's like this is my jam, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, and it just make you feel good. So that takes me to, what is your favorite track?
Oh, you know what? That changes per day. Okay, let's see. What is my favorite track today? Off the top, I'm just going to say Alignment because that's the one that's kind of been running in my head today. I feel like Alignment is punchy, it's bold, it has a hook that's very repetitive, so it's catchy. I really like what I did with the beat and the instrumental. It kind of has a switch up at the end where I start playing violin and it becomes more of an instrumental. And I just think it's a really well done song and it's fun to play.
Oh, I love that. Can I? You already know. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Of Alignment or of any song?
Girl, alignment. Come on, come on, alignment.
Okay, I'll do the beginning bars. Here we go. I'm an artist, I'm not starving, I'm content. Got a tent in the forest, pulling out my instrument and cement for the freshness, travel and protection. Me and spirit in agreement, locked in on our connection. Feel me? You see me? If you got ears to hear, then show me you with me. Show me.
Yeah, show me. Come on, come on. Yes, I cannot wait to hear this LP.
Thank you.
Okay, so we talked about it pre-recording. How are we dropping this album? Like, how can the listeners pick up their copy today? Today, guys, let's do it. Let's do it today. Show
Yeah.
up. You feel me?
Thank you. Thank you. Most of us have heard the saying, be the change that you want to see in the world. And I feel as an artist, it's my responsibility to be in alignment with offering my music in an accessible way and in a way that is not exploitative. And what I mean by that is, as much as like Spotify and Apple Music are great to get your music or your things out there, they also really exploit the artist and they do things with the subscribers' money that is really unethical, in my opinion. And I just don't want to be a part of that system in that way. And so I've chosen to not drop there. And I just want to say that to make that clear as to my reason. Although I am inviting people to stream my music on YouTube Music, on Tidal, as well as I am offering up a pay what you want or barter system to where I can share a downloadable link to you and you can download the link. And if you want to share a piece of art with me or you want to send me $1, it doesn't matter. To me, it's about an exchange and it's about us connecting and it's about offering something in a way that is more human and humane versus algorithmic and just in this big business. I really want to move away from that. So I'm starting that with this project. And also the last way, which I'm really excited about, for those of you who are into records and CDs like I am again, I've gotten a large CD collection again. I am offering to burn it in a CD form for those who listen to CDs. It will be personal, each one. It's not being sent off anywhere. It would just be me burning it for you, writing a little thank you note, a affirming note. And those are the ways that I'm choosing to release this project.
I am loving that. For sure, for sure, for sure. And just as a love drop, I want to go on air today, the drop of the album, to say every single way that you're offering, I will fund for a listener, so that if you want to do it and however you creatively feel led to do it, but we will sponsor every single way. So we will sponsor a link, we will sponsor a pay as you go, we will sponsor a CD for someone. So yes, here's my thing. Showing up is a superpower. Showing up is just that. Show up. If you have to ask me how to show up for me, I'm going to ask you to go back, get quiet, and then come back, because showing up is just that. Show up. Just show up. That's how we do. Michaela, I need, you got it. Like even before, we show up for each other. That is a part of the authenticity that is us.
Yes.
Are definitely in alignment. And I thank you so much for just joining us on this drop date of your debut album. Come on.
Oh, what an honor. Like, I'm truly, truly grateful for this to accompany my drop date. And I'm excited to share it with friends, family, and just continue to keep this one love going. And everything that you
Yeah.
and Charles are doing is just phenomenal. So thank you for all that you do for so many communities all over the world, truly.
Yes. Yes. It's definitely a pleasure. And I want to know, what love drop can you leave with our listeners? And I'm going to need you to go ahead and drop one more little small tidbit out the door from you choose.
Okay, sounds good. The love drop I'll leave with you, listener, today is that you have everything that you need to be in alignment. Alignment is something that you know and you feel. So try to take your mind out of it and try not to think or overthink too much. You have everything that you need to be in alignment. And let's see, I will pull from my song Stretch Flow Freestyle. It's actually very simple, and I think it could carry us out. The hook simply goes, stretch, flow, let it go. Oh, stretch, flow, let it go. And it's just an encouragement to us that we can release, we can expand, we can let things go and enjoy all the benefits from it.
Yes. Stretch, flow, let it go, surrender in alignment. LP7, we thank you once again for joining us here on Love Drop Podcast. All the links for all the ways to get your debut album will be in the narrative. And I am so excited to see this take you to the next level on that new way, girl. Listeners, we thank you for just joining us on this bonus episode. And I'm going to ask that each person hearing this right now go support LP7 in his debut album. Let me tell you how you can do that. You can donate to the cost, right? You can buy from each and every link, right? I mean, she's letting you set the price, right? You can pay it forward. You can share it forward. You can spread the word. You can be the change you want to see in the world by getting this awesome music out there. So, all of it will be in the narrative. We thank you in advance. We invite you to go and check out LP7 Music. It's out there, right? It's on YouTube. You can go see and hear her and just support her, follow her, share her. And we just thank you. We thank you for it. And we thank you for tuning in. We say, if this episode resonates, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't and share it forward. And until next time, me and LP7 gonna sign out with a one love.
Never a second will I waste, never an opportunity to taste the sweetness of this life.
Thank you for tuning in to the Love Drops podcast. Be sure to follow this podcast and share the love with everyone you know. Until next time, this is Charles and Diane signing off. One love. One love.
Love it conquers all. Love never fails.